Have you ever felt like your hard-earned paycheck just vanishes before the month even ends? You think to yourself, I made good money this month, but why is there almost nothing left in savings? Don't worry, you're not alone. Most families around the world face this same issue. The truth is, the problem isn't always about not earning enough money. The real issue is not having a proper plan for how that money is used. Without a clear plan, your dollars slip away on things you don't even notice. Then when the credit card bill comes in or an emergency expense pops up, there's no money left. The solution? Creating a simple, clear family budget. In today's video, I'm going to share some easy and effective steps that will make budgeting simple, practical, and something you can actually enjoy. Why you need a budget. Think about it. What happens when you don't have a budget? Let's say your monthly income is $4,000. If there's no plan, you'll have no idea where that money's going. And by the end of the month, you're left scratching your head wondering why nothing is left. You might even be stuck paying interest on credit cards or borrowing money from friends and relatives. This doesn't just cause financial stress, it creates mental stress as well. But when you do have a budget, everything changes. You'll know exactly where every dollar goes. You'll be able to save for the future, pay off debt faster, and handle unexpected costs without panic. In simple words, a budget gives you control, peace of mind, and financial security for your family. Track your income and expenses. The first step in creating a budget is to clearly understand your income and expenses. Many people just guess their monthly spending, but guesswork never works with money. Sit down and list every source of income you have. Then, gather your last month's bank statement, your credit card bills, and even small cash expenses. Write everything down. For example, if your monthly income is $4,000, you might find $1,500 goes to rent, $500 to groceries, $200 to transportation, $150 to subscriptions, and maybe even $400 on eating out or coffee shops. When you put it all on paper, you'll suddenly see the truth. Those little unnoticed expenses actually add up to a big number. This step alone is a wake-up call for most families. Needs versus wants. Once you know where your money is going, the next step is dividing expenses into two categories: needs and wants. Needs are the essentials you cannot live without: rent, groceries, insurance, school fees, healthcare. Wants, on the other hand, are the extras that are nice to have, but not absolutely necessary. Things like upgrading to the latest phone, impulse shopping, eating out multiple times a week, or paying for 3 or 4 streaming services at the same time. If you treat everything as a need, your budget will never work. But once you draw a clear line between needs and wants, you'll immediately see where you can save money without really sacrificing your lifestyle. Popular budgeting rules. Now let's talk about how to actually structure your budget. One of the most popular and beginner-friendly methods is the 50-30-20 rule. It means 50% of your income goes to needs, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings or debt repayment. For example, if you earn $4,000, you would spend $2,000 on rent, bills, and groceries, $1,200 on wants like entertainment or shopping, and $800 would go directly into savings or paying off debt. Another method is the zero-based budget, where every single dollar gets assigned to a purpose. Nothing is left unplanned. Your income minus your expenses always equals zero. Then there's the classic envelope system, where you literally divide your money into separate envelopes, one for rent, one for groceries, one for entertainment, and so on. Once an envelope is empty, you stop spending in that category. Each of these systems works, and you can choose whichever feels easiest and most practical for your family. Setting family goals. Budgeting isn't just about cutting expenses, it's about achieving your family's dreams. Maybe you want to save for a vacation, buy a home in a couple of years, or build a college fund for your kids. When you attach goals to your budget, it becomes meaningful. It motivates you and your family to stick with it. And here's the best part. When the entire family is involved, the success rate skyrockets. You can even introduce kids to the concept of savings. For example, give them a small savings jar where they can put money for something they want. This way, budgeting turns into a family mission instead of just a financial exercise. Review and stick to the plan. One of the biggest reasons people fail at budgeting is because they create a plan and then never look at it again. That doesn't work. Instead of reviewing your budget once a month, review it weekly. Take a few minutes each week to check where you overspent, where you saved, and where you need to adjust. If you mess up one week, don't give up. Simply fix it in the next week. Remember, budgeting isn't a one-time activity. It's an ongoing habit. The more consistent you are, the easier it becomes. So, let's recap. First, track your income and expenses. Second, separate needs from wants. Third, pick a budgeting rule like the 50-30-20 method. Fourth, set family goals to give your budget purpose. And finally, review your progress regularly to stay on track. Remember, a budget doesn't take away your freedom, it gives you freedom. It's not about limiting your life, but about giving you financial peace, stability, and the power to plan for the future. If you start practicing these steps today, I can guarantee you'll start seeing a positive change in just a few months. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe for more practical money tips, and share this video with someone who needs to start their own family budget.